So, tonight on Mir, Apsinthos suffers aggressive chiropractic medicine. Everyone joins a run club. And who took my void amulet?
I honestly thought Mir was just going to be just all caps fuck.
Oh, that'd be boring though.
Like the Holy Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the Castle of He's saying he stopped to write as he was dying. Sorry.
It's just Apsinthos.
Dying, I write my last will.
I don't know. I just somehow thought it was just going to, like I said, just be just all caps fuck. That's it. With a very clean, defined period. That's it. I guess we can have a short recap. A lot and very short time happened, I suppose. I guess not a lot, but pivotal things happened in a very short time.
A minute.
Do I need to keep the
sessions?
A minute of time passed.
Yeah.
Somebody got stabbed multiple times.
That is true. So, yeah, the Apsinthos got stabbed repeatedly. We had a Almerian standoff, I guess, between Seabreeze, the rest of the party, where Hildie decided to flee, Zedan decided to go seek help, and we went in a bit of a circle of, do we kill him or not, or do we keep him alive? Can't tell if it's a moral, ethical, or just circular logic debate. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. But after all is said and done, we have newly introduced traumas, as Apsinthos is now being carried back to the boat. Seabreeze has run off to the grave she had dug for Fairtail, and finding, after praying to it, seeing Fairtail sitting on top of the grave, bathed in the light of the dawn. Zedan was heading towards the fleet. The rest of you guys are all heading to the fleet too, just much farther behind on foot, and with Hildie and Freya bringing up the rear. Where do we want to start, I suppose, with all that? We want to start with the aside with Seabreeze? Do we want to start? I know there was some walk and talk going on to the ship. I know Zedan was going to probably, we'll get to the ships far before anyone else.
Yeah, I think I'm walking behind Themor. I don't think Themor's carried me unless I misremembered.
I think I'm behind you, pushing at you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is there a preference on which quote-unquote scene, I suppose, we want to jump to first? Since I have a feeling we're going to have a bunch of jumping around at the start of this.
Bigger group first?
Yeah, group of 3.
Okay. So I guess we will pick up there where, after the stabbing, Apsinthos, Anderos, and Themor are walking through.
This last session title, The Stabbing?
Yeah.
It's happening.
The Reckoning, the Stabbing, similar concepts. Those three are trekking through the jungle, heading northbound to where they saw the ships on foot, cutting their way through the path.
As they are walking, where is Themor, Noko?
As I said before, behind Apsinthos, so...
Then Anderos is leading. He's just walking ahead. Not talking, just silently walking.
Apsinthos will breathe deeply, and Seabreeze is right, though. Wasn't entirely unfounded on her part. Wow, I'm surprised you're not telling me to shut up for once.
I've got nothing else to say, Ascot. Just ready to get off this damn jungle.
I was thinking I should exile myself after this. She is right. I am more of a danger to everyone just being present. The fact that I can't even count to 5 times the betrayal that she mentioned is a sign unto itself.
So what? We just turn tail and...
Not we. Me. I'm the one that's a problem here.
Aren't you forgetting that you owe me something?
That's not forgotten. I just think it'd be better if I did it without everyone trying to babysit me. Be less burdensome. I don't even want to show my face to some of these people till Mirani comes back.
You think they'll
Poor
change
Hildie,
their
though.
mind after she comes back? If
No.
she comes back?
No, I don't think they'll change their mind. But it would certainly change mine. Look, if you give me 10 minutes, I can leave without a trace. If that makes it easier for everyone. I could turn home to Galeran or be in Themor, I could continue working on finding how to get Mirani between the planes and make sure the Luna tit gets stopped once and for all. That's the least I could do for you, Captain.
Don't think I can't hear the contempt in your voice. So... but whatever. If that's what you think is best, then turn tail and leave.
Permission to leave, Captain?
I certainly ain't stopping you. Though I suspect the lawbringer behind you may have something to say about that. Specifically remember him saying throwing you in a break somewhere.
Looks over at Themor.
As nice as it would to have you leave right now, your mother may have a problem with us abandoning you on this island.
Like I said, I can return to Galeran in 10 minutes. Hardly be abandonment if I choose to leave of my own accord. Although I'm sure I'll have a different shameful response coming back. Oh, look at my son. Too much of a loser to be a hero. Get kicked out of his adventuring guild. Be less of a worse problem than what just happened.
What? Coming into the realization that actions have consequences? It's a
I've been
hard
thinking
thing to
about
stomach.
that. I've been thinking about that since Sunbreak.
Well, I guess it only took 1.5 years to get it into your brain, so... well done, I guess.
Appreciate the voice of confidence there.
You can't see it, but he raises an eyebrow and rolls his eyes.
So, Themor, do you think it's less abandonment if I went back by ship with the rest of that fleet, even if we ever get back to Galeran? Or do you think it'd be less of abandonment if I just traveled there on my own accord?
Whichever way you decide to leave, do it quickly.
In that case, I would like to void cast teleportation circle.
It's
It's
you try, but
okay.
you don't hear a response. You're kind of missing something.
Anderos had turned back and saw him stop and just
Oh, that's right.
shakes his
This
head.
rod
walking.
wouldn't work.
Not for the void effects, no.
I didn't see that on the fine text.
It's not exactly an explicit detail, but considering it is a channeling of the void and your patron
Yeah, do
is...
that. Well, considering I didn't hear an explosion in the sky, and since I'm doubtful Seabreeze would have wanted taken that particular object, I suspect over versus under that Anderos, you probably have those once around my neck. Don't know for certain.
The fuck? Why would I have any interest in talking to your goddamn sister? Did you lose it? I mean... did you have
Well,
it
I got
before Seabreeze stabbed you?
I did, and then when I woke up, I realized it wasn't there.
I don't know what to
Now,
tell
I
you.
doubt Themor would have it.
Yeah, Themor, did you take it?
I did not.
There you go.
I doubt Hildie would have taken it because she ran off at the time I woke back up.
And she
And I
distrusted the void just as much as the rest of us did.
Yes. Freya probably doesn't even know what it is exactly, or knew enough not to get involved with it. Maybe Seabreeze does have it for all I know.
Well, she never did trust you. Certainly not after you made that damn pact with your sister.
Yeah, but now does she want the pack? It seems very uncharacteristic.
Well, as you just displayed, you obviously can't contact the void without it. Maybe she surmised that without your sister, you couldn't use it, and it was safer that way. Which, to be brutally honest, she's not wrong. I don't know where the fuck your amulet is, but I suspect it's running somewhere else on this island. So if you want to go find Seabreeze and ask her nicely for it back, by all means.
Well, I just confirmed most of my suspicion.
Can you make another one?
He's gonna start the ritual to get his vessel back.
Right. Well... fine. Good luck, I guess. I'm gonna keep walking.
Well, he's gonna try to do it in walking. If he can't do it in walking, he'll wait until it gets to the boat.
I'll say you can do it as you're walking.
Okay.
Which is gonna be fun. So yeah, so you got an hour-long ceremony to do as you're walking to get a replacement for your vessel, since I believe it was actually part of the tagline for the teleport circle that you actually needed to have have it on you, because it acted as a conduit for it.
Yep.
All right.
I would think as he starts this ritual, again, Anderos is walking up ahead, and he just keeps going, and will probably reach out telepathically to Madeline.
What is your plan? You're keeping me from him.
So what?
He intends to resummon me so he can go home.
I'm
And
well
yet,
aware.
you lie to him and keep me here in your pockets.
You owe me a debt, just as he does. I've kept him alive twice now.
I suppose, though he has to make it off the island first, it seems. But pray tell, what is you're hoping to acquire from me?
A way to talk. Some sort of object. I want no pact with you. I have no interest in that. All I want is for you to figure out how the magic works to cross the void in between the planes. And then you teach it to me. Then once we're done with that, our deal is done. Your debt's paid.
Teach you how to cross, but no pact.
You
That's
owe me.
certainly going to prove troublesome.
Well, you're an all-powerful void demi-goddess, aren't you? Figure it out. I got enough voices in my head. I don't need yours clattering around up there. Besides, I don't think my other two companions would appreciate the cramped nature.
Kind of mentally nudges either Grumbar and or Umberly.
Yeah. They kind of bristle at the thought, but even Madeline just is chuckling, as if I would want to even consider living in your head.
It's gotta be better than whoever you were in before.
Oh, you think so highly of yourself?
No, I think very little of your brother. Please, tell me I'm wrong.
He has his issues, but he has his potential.
Well, I'll leave it up to you to help him find it. He certainly hasn't done much but squander it since he's been with us.
I will look for your way, but I can't promise you're going to like the results. Especially when you want to do so free of all tethers.
As he's walking, he'll kind of stoop down and just pick up a decent-sized stone off the ground and just kind of toss it in his hand a little bit, and then drops it in his satchel.
Use that When I'm done, when you're done, you figure it out. I'll throw that to the goddamn bottom of the sea. And then we can be done with each other.
I will contact you when I feel it is necessary.
Gonna need a little more guarantee than that.
You do not have much of a choice. I am
Wrong.
honoring our
You have a
bargain
debt you
of
owe,
sorts.
and I can assure you, you renege on that, there will be two very powerful entities who will be willing to make sure you pay.
She just yawns in your head. You do not scare me. I will honor it because I find it amusing. And I suppose I do owe you. Even though you did try to kill me.
No, I just broke your shit and made you pissed off. I never tried to kill you.
I will be in touch when I have figured something out.
Don't take too long. Who knows how much less longer this world's gonna exist anyway. But that's my
Timeline was
problem.
never part of the contract.
That's my problem, not yours. Because I distinctly remember you were happy letting it all burn. Too bad that now includes your brother.
So you think.
Always confident. Good luck, Madeline. I hope to hear from you soon.
Try not to die too quickly now.
It's been a
Your
pretty...
ex seems very, very angry at you. With a bit of a haughty laugh. Just cuts off the connection with you.
Okay. He just frowns slightly, not facing Apsinthos or Themor, and just keeps walking, pushing stuff out of the way with his staff and slowly making his way toward the fleet.
More will follow.
Alright. And then we will jump back to that in a bit, I guess, as Apsinthos recalls his vessel and creates a new one with Madeline.
Does it do anything with the one in Anderos' possession?
If the previous vessel is destroyed, if it still exists.
Yep. So it just crumbles to dust in his pocket.
Hmm. Now that he has it back, now he's going to try teleportation circle.
Yep. After
Back
the
to
hour or
Galeran.
so, you would have the ability to utilize the ability. Step away from all your problems.
And into new ones.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if Hildie or Freya are going to be able to catch up within an hour or not. I'll leave that up to you.
If you guys are walking, I doubt they would walk faster than you guys. So unfortunately, I do not think they would catch up unless you're planning to stop and wait for them.
I don't think so.
Hildie's got those itty bitty legs.
And she is kind of sulk walking right now, so she's in no hurry.
So yeah, I'll teleport circle out and
Do we want to hop to Hildie and Freya? Are you guys talking on the route over, or do we want to hop to...
Oh, no
Seabreeze?
way. Hildie has nothing to say to Freya at this point. So unless Von Sin decides that he wants to strike up a conversation, no, I think that Hildie is just walking in silence.
Okay. All right, Seabreeze. Yeah, you had gone back to the grave after the whole ordeal. Went to go pray at the grave that you had dug for Fairtail, and with the golden being kind of nestled up, curled up in a beam of sunlight. The kind of flickering apparition of Fairtail, bathed in the light of Lathander, is sitting atop his grave with a wide, toothy smile.
Seabreeze is awestruck. Her mouth is open and she doesn't know what to do.
Oh, is that what I get, sister? Just drop open? You could fill it with fish.
He kind of gives you a wink.
You're dead. Is this really you?
Well, yes and no. It is the real me. Before,
He kind of gestures around.
I think I lost my mind a little bit.
Well, that's all in the past now, right?
Yes. Very,
Not doing the voice very well.
very long in the past.
So, she turns to Bean. What is happening here? Bean,
Do I need to spell it out for you, my family? All right. He lazily stretches out, does the little cat stretch, shakes it off a little bit before pointing to you with a paw. Lathander has finally listened and granted you yet another boon on your journey. Be thankful to him.
Fairtail is... And she walks up to Fairtail and will, touch his arm.
It's real. Fur and flesh. A bit warm to the touch, perhaps, bathed in the light.
She gives him a hug.
He's a bit startled at first, and then he grins and gives you a hug back.
It is good to see you, even if it was short.
I'm very happy to see you. I don't know why you are here, but I'm not going to question it.
Well, it's... Perhaps he can explain better.
And he looks down to Bean, and Bean kind of just rolls his eyes a little bit, hops up into the sunlight, and kind of unfurls his wings, and in a blinding moment, or before a blinding moment, Bean vanishes.
Oh.
And is replaced by a glowing humanoid figure radiating a brilliant but soft light.
Oh. She falls to one knee and looks up at him.
Hello, my child. It's taken me some time, but I am glad to see you are using the gift I gave you to its very, very best way.
I'm not sure what to do. I don't know what direction to run.
He comes down and he just puts his hand on your head. It is all right. These are very troubling times. The pantheon of gods is in complete disarray. And I thought, well, if that uppity little moon goddess wishes to do as she pleases, then I can, well, for damn sure do it as well.
You are going to help us?
I am trying. The events unfolding outside this island are chaotic. But I look towards the future. I look to what happens when her reign ends. She seems to have everything in her control, yet everything is falling apart around her. She cannot enact the recycling. Not fully, anyway.
What do I need to do to help? You have been watching me, yes?
Of course.
I feel like I've maybe broken up our party that was trying to resist her. And
There.
now you're here, and guide me, please. And she bows her head.
He smiles warmly and holds your head up to meet his gaze. And it's full of there's a warming like feeling to it, and that bit of just sly cunning that belies what looked like all of Lathander's like domain. You have done nothing wrong. There will always be strife and conflict. The important part is what comes after. To forge something new from the darkness that fell before it. Was there suffering? Yes. Was there strife and discord? Yes.
Smirk.
But the true strength, and why I have chosen you, is to have the strength to stand up and start again. To bring forth the dawn. And he just kind of stands up and kind of waves his like hand in the air, slowly kind of gesturing towards the moon and around. From your party to those around you, even to the events folding the world. I need you to bring about the dawn. And you're already on the right path. Every step you take forward, every action you took ever since breaking free of her little attempts to remove you. Break the eternal night she has.
I will do anything I can. Does this include seeking out the rest of the dragon? The dragons?
That is one option. You will find more when you return. It seems as though the world is preparing to fight back against the coming calamity. I want you to stand with them. Bring light to where this eternal, red, dark, dusk, whatever you call it. Bring about a new beginning. A new, untold story for Almir. And that can't happen if she is trying to rewrite it yet again.
I want nothing more than to help.
There will possibly be one trial of sorts, or a snag perhaps, that I must warn you about, though.
She stands up.
Your former employees, or employers, they side with her. You may have to face them.
I've felt this coming for a long time now. I sensed that they cannot see past, well, the past. What they seek to restore is unachievable.
They have even
wish-
forsaken the god that once protected them in these times. Blinded by they are of constantly rewriting the world to the way they remember it, so far as even to destroy what is now written.
I can do this. I know them better than most. I would only ask for one boon to accomplish this mission. She takes the ring off her finger and holds it towards him and says, These are what connect them, but they can be used against them. If only I had the power to feel when another ring bearer was close. I think I can do what you ask.
It shouldn't be too difficult. He reaches out and kind of gently touches the ring. You see a bit of a spark first, and then it starts to glow a bit warmly, and you see him close his eyes, and he starts kind of muttering. You can roll me a perception to see if you pick up on what he starts whispering.
Fucking light. What the hell is that? It's a 10 plus something. Sorry. Perception 15.
Okay, you make it out. It's quiet, but you hear him, like, as he's trying to, like, break through the enchantment. Malil, your lambs have forsaken you. I am sorry, but let this be the way. And with a sparking, final spark from the ring, it returns almost inert and starts glowing a bright, beautiful light that fades away slowly back to itself. That should do it. Should glow whenever you get near another.
Thank you. And she reaches out and puts a hand on Fairtail's shoulder. And thank you. I will cherish the friendship that I think I am starting with this one.
he will have a lot to catch up on. He's been trapped here for quite some time, and his mind is still... Well, it was hard to put back all the pieces, but... Like I said, if he eyes up to the moon, can do as she wants to rewrite the world, far be it from me to give a little gift to my followers.
I will never forget this.
Oh, and before you go... He reaches back. He reaches forward again, and you see from his hand, you see the symbol, like a little necklace with a symbol of Lathander. And he puts his hand over it, closes his eyes, and a bright light flashes. And then from his hand, from the symbol, are 2 long rapiers. I figure an avatar should carry the weapons of such.
She gasps. I'm not worthy of this. He looks down.
Few ever will be. But that's the fun part, isn't it? Proving and earning the worth that you are always capable of.
She's crying. The tears are falling. I will never forget this.
I sure hope not. As with every dawn, that will be the gentle reminder of what you do so.
She reaches out, accepts the rapiers.
Yeah, Treg already has a picture of them in the chat, but they are one's a kind of like a glowing weapon that seems to be bathed in radiant energy, and the other is a bit darker, kind of looming, kind of shadowed behind the first blade. I will be watching, and I will try to assist. Right now, things are at a turning point. You will need all the friends and army you can have around you.
I will do my best. I will not fail you.
I know you won't. Now, go forth and bring the dawn. And a brilliant flash of light, his presence vanishes, replaced once again with your feline familiar. His wings still spread, and he's sitting there basking in the radiance. Oh, well, that was tiring. You should be... Oh, yes, I do like it when you kneel and bow to me. That is appropriate.
She reaches out and pets him.
All right, I accept it. He looks over to Fairtail. You will also be doing the same. I suppose you'll be my second servant, my follow-up, when my familiar is not around.
She looks over to Fairtail. He's always like this, but
I see.
get used to it.
Does he want a fish? Oh, I think we will get along quite well.
Yay! Oh, that was too cool. And they all eat a fish.
All right. So Zedan, you took off and are flying. I know you had mentioned earlier too, potentially wanting to turn around once you'd kind of flown out and had second thoughts, potentially looking for the group. I didn't know if you still want to do that or if you want to head straight to the boats.
I think. Oh man. I think I'm going to go straight to the boats. Make sure that they actually are friends, and, well, not just another trick of the continent.
So some time is passing as you are flying heading towards the boats, and as you get closer to the shoreline, first thing you notice that there's a flotilla of boats further out in the ocean that are kind of anchored, and up closer to the boat that had been mentioned, the one that was closer in near the shore. There's several people moving about on top of the deck, and there are several people milling about the shoreline with a camp set up. They seem to be pulling things out from the boat and starting to set up camp on the beach front.
Mm-hmm.
As you fly overhead, they all kind of look up and are kind of squinting at you. They start readying their arms, not knowing what to anticipate as you are flying overhead. And then from the deck of the ship, you do spot a familiar face. Well, there's several familiar faces, because everyone seems to be kind of unsure of what to do. You see your sisters sitting on the rail of the boat, looking up, catching the glimpse of you, and just giving you a curt wave.
Am I approaching from east, south?
On this map, it'd be from the east. I probably should have rotated to make it more sense, since this is from directionally. Everyone is east of this, but this is still north is on the left side of the map.
This is actually north.
Yeah, I probably should have rotated it, but I didn't think about that for some reason. I don't. Hindsight's 50. Whatever.
It's totally fine.
But you can drop your character in unless you need me to drop it in as well.
I can do that, I believe. Doink. Doink. Who's that? Oh, that's Mort? Oh no. And
Come on, just grab him. They'll solve your problem.
Landing
Just
strip.
swoop in, grab Mort, and leave.
Yes, I need Mort. Mort will distract Seabreeze.
That's probably true.
Oh.
And which
So
one's
I
Josh?
see-
Is it this one?
Oh,
That's
the
Ren.
creepiest one.
Yep, that's Josh from
Oh,
when you
no.
met him back in Greener Greens. That was Ren when you met him in the gnome Hildie's village.
Cinderhaven.
The only character that didn't have a token initially when you met them, Edbera, is here.
Oh, that's
Sarah's
Sarah.
here!
Yay!
Edbera is here.
Yay.
Another familiar face, though it'd be a while since you've talked to him. Pele is here.
Pele!
Hey!
Wait, which one's Pele?
Right here.
He's
in
the
green.
guy that Zedan didn't murk in the sewers.
It's been quite a long time, but he's here. Was Zedan? Zedan was not with us for this character, but he has a token now.
Wait, who?
Tyrone.
Oh my goodness.
Remind me who Tyrone is. Oh,
The gnome from the gnomish village that had the amulet that would blow up, he failed to speak, as well as he kept bugging Freya about hearing the
Oh,
gods
that's
because he
right!
can't hear them.
Creepy man.
yes,
Very
yes,
creepy.
yes, yes.
What is this cast of characters?
Um,
And then there's this satyr dude.
Yeah, who is the satyr
We haven't
dude?
met him yet.
You have not met him yet, no.
Do we know who this is?
That's Father Levia.
Oh,
Hey,
my
yeah.
goodness!
No way!
Yay!
He's-
Stats
he's
here.
such
Oh
a-
no! I have choices. Oh
Who to
no!
shit on first? I mean, what?
Uh,
Who's this annoying little fucker over here?
no idea. Must not be important. um, if I okay, so I see Chicana. She waves. I'm gonna ignore her for now. I see Alton, Adbera,
Let's be honest.
Haley.
Chicana wouldn't wave to you.
It's a curt wave. It was more of like a "Hey, I'm here" wave, not actually
Oh,
like
okay.
a friendly
Not a
wave.
come here.
It's not a,
It was
it's
more
not a
of a-
middle
More like
finger?
she
Come
sees you
on.
coming. Yeah, like just kind of like a.
Hey,
Gives you-
I'm here.
Like,
Gives
I'm
you the
here,
devil
like,
horns
you should
underneath
come
the
talk
up
to me,
you
like-
up yours. Sorry.
I'm going to land kind of in front of I'm gonna land in such a way that Keybines hits the ground. I try to slip over and I am at 28 out of 101 hit points. I'm pretty sure I look really worse for wear.
Yeah, like I said, they initially have their weapons kind of drawn. For those that would have weapons, the ones that don't normally find are kind of scurrying behind, which would mostly just be Father Levy is kind of scurrying behind but holding up a cane. But the others kind of they're on edge a little bit. They've never been here, but seeing you, they kind of lessen their guard and give a warm smile and a slight look of confusion, save for, I guess, Alton.
Zedan's going to try to put up a crooked smile and ask, which one of you would like for me to owe a great debt to and potentially raise someone from the dead?
A bit of stunned silence. Of course, the one that will step forward, Father Levia, just, you're gonna have to say that again, lad. You come bursting from the air out of a forest that nobody has been to in years and all expeditions have failed, and that's the first thing you ask us?
Time is of the essence, unfortunately, Master Levia.
Well. Ooh, what was the request again?
Apsinthos suffered an accident.
Again? Oh, dear Lord, that boy.
All the words.
That's not what we're calling Seabreeze now, an accident. God.
Oh god.
Oh,
You just see him sit there, almost in unison, him and Edbera just go, again? For fuck's sake. I got this. She steps forward. Alright, take me to the spineless twat. I am not surprised.
Zedan catches Alton's eyes for a moment, and he actually smiles even wider, more genuinely, but time is of
Gives
the
his little
essence. and
wink.
Also, Alton, have a present. And he's gonna take Keeper and kick him, and then offer him Alton.
Thanks. He looks down at the unconscious, bruised, bleeding kobold with bite marks and other such things. I take it he's a prisoner?
Yes, and Anderos is responsible for most of that.
Excuse me, what?
I'll try and explain more. Adbera, please.
Right, you owe us a lot of explaining, but first let's make sure the party doesn't die again. Alright, she kind of walks over. We flying on the big cat thing?
Yes. Would you prefer... He gestures.
Whatever happened to the wee wolf?
That's... another story.
Another
Oh,
accident?
I am going to need so much booze. Alright, we ain't back by nightfall. Well, you know I tried.
Yes. I very much appreciate it. And without further ado, try to go back and find the rest of them.
She hops up on Keybinds and is kind of clutching hard at his fur. A bit scared at being flying through the air, but being as she is, she's not going to show much for it. And as you leave the rest of the group there in a bit of shocked silence of sorts, you fly through the air, and we'll say, just for the sake of simplicity and not circling around, you do see them wandering through the forest. Apsinthos, I'll say it would have been 10. We'll say it's after Apsinthos had already portaled away, and you kind of catch them about halfway to the boats. You catch Anderos and Themor trudging through like an open part of the forest or jungle.
All right, and give a shout and get their attention. Please don't shoot. Kind of.
Anderos blows him out of the sky with a lightning bolt.
How high in the air are you?
I didn't cast how far you are. I said I cast lightning bolt.
Oh, if we have like a minute or two, just as Zedan and Adbera.
Okay.
So the whole story is that Apsinthos has managed to almost kill Anderos in a turn of events. This spilled over into Seabreeze finding out as being one of the last people to find out. And
Does Ibarra know who Seabreeze is?
that's a good question.
Laura would not
Maybe
know who
from
Seabreeze
Elton.
is.
Maybe Elton told her. Sorry, that was a pigeon moment. I will mute myself.
Seabreeze attacked him. A lot of things are boiling up after this expedition. And Apsinthos was bleeding out on the floor last I saw him.
How is it that every time I find you, one of you is almost already dead? We haven't seen you in like 2 years, and I come back and you're already. I'm more than.
2? What do you mean 2?
Well, it's been like 2 years since I've seen you. You went up and disappeared from Themor, and then you up and disappeared from the rest of the world.
Well, I went on the horizon with Anderos and then to Sormir and came back to Galeran, but that was only a couple days ago? What? There's... Oh dear. I don't suppose you could bring Apsinthos back if he actually is dead.
I suppose I can. Just, the real question is, you don't want me to.
I suppose we'll find out. His odds of survival are quite low. And then I imagine that by that point he sees Anderos, Thamor.
Yep. If you see the two of them.
Bugs! Fuck! Anderos is swatting
You're just
away
gonna water
mosquitoes.
for him.
I can't just do that
Don't
at a
for him.
whim. And apparently my blood is a lot sweeter than yours, so...
The bugs know not to bite me.
Sure they do. How do you walk around in that fucking armor all day?
What armor?
Isn't he wearing
Um,
something?
Generally just, just some, I'm assuming just, he's not naked, I will say that, but he's probably not wearing armor. He has a shadow armor.
Still looks like armor, though.
It's invisible. My magic. All magic I cast is invisible.
Okay. I take back everything I said.
there is the wing beats of Keybinds' flight, loud thud as Zedan is arriving with Adbera. Anderos, Thamor, where is everyone else?
Look,
It's-
Thamor, we've been rescued.
Alright, where is the emergency? Where is the dead little princeling?
The who?
Gone.
Disintegrated. He's gone. Dust.
Well, not much I can do about that.
We tried.
Nice to see you two, by the way, again.
Adbera, it's always a treat. I owe you at least 3 drinks.
Well, it's gonna be much more than that once you explain what the hell is going on.
Anderos, the only ones able to do such a things are a healer and you. So I surely hope you were joking.
Oops. Trigger finger got itchy. No, he's fine. He decided he'd be better off going home. So he did. Sat right down in the middle of the fucking forest and... well, he's either still sitting back there, or he's gone.
Willing Keybinds to move forward, and Zedan slides off. And you just let him? More importantly, Seabreeze just let him?
I don't know where Seabreeze is at. I'm hoping I can find someone to get a hold of her. But for now, I just have to hope she's not stabbing the fuckwit and is keeping tabs on us. She's usually pretty good at least the latter of those. Did you want to talk to the fuckwit?
I wanted to at least make sure he's still alive, but
He was
if
the
you
last we saw.
decided to let him go, then
It wasn't so much as decided as he said, well, I better go home. And I said, really? He said, yes, I'll be better there where I'm not carelessly fucking everyone over. So I said,
that's
What did you
That's
say?
a shame. His father is here along with Alton, Pele, and, well, my sister, I suppose, as a representative of another one of Galeran, and a few other faces.
Wait, the fleet is just a circus? Fuck me.
A friendly circus.
Hibera just crosses her arm and humps at that statement.
Not you, of course, you dear. You know I love and respect you.
You
Oh,
call
wait
the-
till you get a load of the
You
crap.
calling the kettle black?
Yes, I am, actually.
Did Seabreeze do anything to Freya and Hildie, or where are they?
I assume they're behind us somewhere. The wiggle face went back to be a help of some sort. Hopefully, they're still trudging behind us. As for Seabreeze, like I said, I don't know where she is, and I have no reason to believe she'd want to shank anybody else. Except maybe Themor here. Now, got the first shanking in the first place. Gives him a side
I
eye.
would like to cast Locate Object on Seabreeze's headband of intellect.
Okay.
Where's your bling, Seabreeze?
On her head.
1,000 feet. That's like not even a quarter of a mile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of doubt she's within 1,000 feet.
Yeah, you
I
guys.
don't know. It's. Go ahead, Salty. Sorry.
I'll say I thought minimally you were at least 1.5 miles out. So those 3 miles I thought we set to the shoreline,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then that's 1.5 miles minimal back to the camp or back to where you were, and then another mile or so where she went to go to the original like campgrounds.
Mhm.
So I don't think she's in range, unfortunately.
That's okay. The spell doesn't locate it, so she's out of range. I imagine Anderos, as a spellcaster, recognizes it. And Zedan says,
He's seen Zedan just cast things out of the blue before, so he just kind of... There's a very tired look on his face as he waits for Zedan to finish whatever he's doing.
"That's just a couple seconds," and says, "Well, she's not within 1,000 feet. I know that she could probably cover that distance in about 10 seconds, but do you mind if we go back and look for the other two? Not sure if there's any other dangers that still might be lurking." The fleet did not seem to be in any rush to find us. They're establishing, if anything, a base, shelter.
He turns to Adbera. Why are you guys even here? No one comes down here. You know all the sailors. And then...
Now that is going to require a bit of ale and a long sit down.
Alright, I suppose. Fine, let's go find Shortstack and Gills, and maybe Seabreeze will show up along the way.
Right, let's get this merry circus on the way.
Your words, not mine.
I was referring to you.
Just gives her a wink.
Did you happen to also bring instruments?
Yeah, your Alton fellow brought a few. Not my taste.
Why do we need... I don't even care. Let's... Come on. And Anderos just turns around and starts trudging back into the place he just walked out of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for expediency's sake of wandering around and colliding with people, you would likely run into Hildie or Freya going back along the same path, since Shin is trying to lead them to you. So we can say, just to
brevity.
Brevity of this situation, you eventually do bump into Hildie and Freya shortly behind. Probably half, was not too far behind you guys. But you bump into Freya, Hildie, and Bashin.
Would Freya have tried to talk to Hildie at all on our way back? Hildie's not talking.
No, she's not gonna be talking to Hildie after
Okay.
their fight. Or not really fight talk, but
Okay.
so for sake of purposes, yes. There's no conversation she has with Vashin. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Hildie does not look great when she runs back into the group, and I think that she glances up briefly and sees that Apsinthos is not here. And she has this moment of panic. But she can't really bring herself to say anything.
Are you two all right?
Aye, these two new faces.
Oh, right. Idbera, this is Hildie and Freya. Or short stack and gills, as I like to call them. But, yeah, they're new to the crew as of 4 or 5 months ago. Short stack's been with us a little bit longer. I picked her up in Dirac.
She looks them both over and sees Hildie kind of distraught and just sits there and says,
If these two are giving you any trouble here against your will, blink twice. I won't hesitate to smite these two down.
Very funny.
I love it, Barra, so much.
That bar is the greatest. She really is.
Adbera, what is the date?
Salty, quick!
fuck.
Sorry. Before the readout, it was 3019 was the year.
All right, so then it would be 3020. It is a year ahead of where you guys had fallen.
Oh.
And she just gives you a very confused look when you ask this.
I guess
Well,
first
then-
things first, is everything a shithole than what we just faced?
If you want to call the moon declaring war from the Palace of the Sun, damn it. But yes, it's the right shithole.
Won't it using the white leaf to declare war on the world? Fuck, I know she was ambitious, but I didn't think she was stupid.
Well, when the sky turned red, people started disappearing and all. It didn't take too long for people to notice that something was up. And of course, when people started poking around and looking, hell, that's when the White Order decided, we're to declare war. On, well, everyone.
On what grounds? Just general White Order shit, or do they actually have reason for what they're saying?
Spouting something about new fixing wrongs.
Typical.
You know, that sort of. The others will have more for that. I'm not much of a war counselor of any kind. They came along to be, provide healing and all that, and look for you lot of dunderheads that disappeared and abandoned your duty yet again. It's becoming a trend. The others didn't really.
I like her so much.
Anderos just shakes his head, kind of pinches the bridge of his nose.
Well, I wouldn't call it abandonment of duty, but I'm sure we can get into it all during the whole show.
You're
and tell.
vacationing on an island for a year while the world goes to war. I'd call it abandonment. If not that, then what do you call it?
You call a vacation of madness and reason.
Well,
It seems
Gil's,
pretty nice here.
Gil's just let it be. We'll share everything later. Don't worry.
You missed the dinosaurs, or you missed the large lizards that towered over most of the buildings in Galeran that ate members of the party, and a very large version of.
We can
Like
tell
I
her
said,
this with
Blinky.
the others.
Yes.
Right. She gives you a very just kind of like sarcastic, "They are big lizards, yeah, sure." Let's go round up. Are there any other new hostages you have in your crew now?
God.
Wait,
Is she
where-
denying the fact that there's big lizards when there's a giant skeleton right behind her?
That's
I
not
don't
a
think she
lizard
cares.
skeleton.
That's not a lizard.
Where's
Nobody
Va-
thought it was dinosaur.
What
Where's
lizards
Vash-
do you know of that have tusks, dude? What are you talking
Also,
Where's
you know what,
Vashin
you're
doing
right.
all this?
I forgot about that one.
Is Vashin with you?
Yeah,
Thamor?
he's with Hildie and Freya.
I was
Okay.
about to point him out, but
Yeah.
then decided better.
Bashin is in Freya's arms right now, so
Yeah. Vashin's tail is just waggling happily to see Adbera. And Adbera finally kind of notices it because she just kind of thought it was a cat at first, and she looked closer, her eyes go wide, she jumps back. What
there it
more
is.
than beer is that? Holy
Oh,
thing.
there it is. Yeah.
boy.
Fucking eldritch horror.
We call him
Madness, don't look
Wiggles.
too.
Trust me.
Her
Anything
mouth just
more than
opens,
that
closes.
is, yeah.
Mouth
He's
just opens,
Wiggles and he's
closes,
friendly.
opens, closes, looks at you,
Or-
looks at Vashin, who's sitting there wiggling like a puppy in her arms.
basically Freya
drinks.
just dumps Bashin into Debera's arms. Yeah, be acquainted.
Hey,
What?
hey, leave my dragon buddy alone. Stop bullying him.
He wants to meet her, so there. And she basically just keeps marching. She's just
Well, you're one of those people that hands people your baby. I don't want. What is this? I don't want this.
Freya's not in
Oh.
the mood. She's just marching
Definitely
forward.
is in a
And
mood.
yet I thought you all couldn't surprise me anymore.
Hildie shut her
Sounds
down,
like-
and now she's cranky.
Thamor looks down to Hildie. Do you need any help?
I think that no, I don't think so, but thank you.
Give her uppies, Thamor. She could use it.
Uppies.
Well, you're the captain.
What?
What do we? Oh, okay.
Not captain. Thamor never called captain captain. You heard the blue man.
Man, I always thought we had some growth, some respect, finally.
Your ass fucking popped out of existence. It's just like happened. You came back, to be fair, but still.
He does that all the time. He's done it with you.
You lured someone like you were a hobo in New York and left.
You didn't see that. You didn't see it. All you saw was him healing it.
You know.
You don't know that.
At Blue Man saying that, Thamor will offer to lift you up. He's not gonna pick you up. He took a fireball last time he did that. Fireball.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did.
Yeah.
Hildie will just kind of look up at him, like throw a glance at Anderos, but then just kind of look away, like in guilt. Then just kind of like lift up her arms. I promise, a fireball is not coming your way this time.
That'd be nice for once. And Thamor will pick you up and put you on his shoulder.
Anyone want to?
I'll take it.
She's just holding it like this squiggly Bashin.
Like, what do I do
and-
with this thing?
Yeah, like holding it out in front of her, like just.
Wiggles is with Thamor.
He likes to talk.
Themor, Themor takes it and he hops up on your other shoulder. He kind of whispers over to your. That's her. The clever one. Oh, she is good.
You know,
Oh
Thamor,
my
Thamor
God.
actually has a repertoire of names on his shoulder now, so Thamor can actually remember people's names.
Oh,
Thamor just look up like, who is that?
Wow.
Hey, you're the tall one. You're the one who got high on something and attacked the guards back at home.
walk and talk.
I don't even remember that, and I know
Which
it's
time are you
completely
talking
true.
Which
She just raises a finger, opens her mouth again, then shakes her head. You know what? I don't even need to bother. Let's just go. I need so many drinks.
Well, the first
What
three are
about
on me.
6?
How about that?
Oh, you bet you're a sweet ass there.
And I think we all start walking.
Yep. So there's nothing more to say. She'll just lead you back the way you came, and you'll take your trek over to the beachfront. Seabreeze, are you going to make your way that way as well, or what's your plan?
I think I need a character art change, so I think I'm done this session.
Alright.
For real, the next time I show up, I don't want to look like old Seabreeze. This is new and improved Seabreeze.
Okay. Seabreeze 3.0. So you can try your tokens back on, but you turn to the camp who are just kind of milling about. They've set up camp further. On the beachfront, looking somewhat confused, I guess, at the turn of events that just occurred. And as you break through the forest, they turn, again, weapons drawn, initially with seeing the group coming through, relax as you all come through with a bit of sad smiles shared amidst the lot of them.
I
And then Barrett comes out, hammer on her back, like slung like across her shoulders. Alright. It was a false emergency. Your son's gone home, I guess, crying to mama. He just walks past Father Levy and just pats him on the back. Oh, well, that does sound like him, I guess. As long as he's okay, I think.
I mean,
So I think that Hildie sees her father, and what the hell was that?
Sorry, I was being shaken up all about
splash, 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 splash.
Thamor's shaking up the bean juice. Oh.
So Hildie sees her father and just stares at him wide-eyed for a few seconds before kind of like sliding off of Themor and just running to him and just jumps into his arms and just collapses in, just sobbing.
He embraces you fully, and he's got tears in his eyes as well. Oh, Muffy, I thought you were gone. It's been.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you're here.
It's all right. It's all right. It's well, it's okay now. It's okay.
Where's Mother and Rosalind and is everyone okay?
They're all right. They're all right. They're back in Galeran. There's a lot going on to explain, but they're safe. I elected to join Ren here and come look for you.
Why are you? What happened? Did something happen back home? I mean,
I suppose it's a long tale. Well, let's get you all gathered around. There's food and drink, of course, if you wish to take your rest, but I imagine he kind of looks back over at the boat, and you see several people are kind of milling about. Most prominently, Hadrian is starting to march forward at seeing Apsinthos, or not Apsinthos, Anderos. I suppose we'll discuss shortly. But it's good to see you again, my dear.
I'm so happy to see you, Father.
Yep. Of course, the rest of you see very, as I mentioned before, very familiar faces gathered around. Alton is currently poking Keeper with a stick repeatedly.
Is he still unconscious?
He's still unconscious, and Alton's pretty much keeping it that way.
This is correct. This is what Alton would do.
Yep.
He's
Like,
stable.
Keeper's unconscious, and anytime he
damage.
stirs, Alton just he's just poking him. Every time Keeper stirs, he just smacks him on the head and just keeps poking him.
He would probably draw things on him as well.
Just a stack of leaves on his head, seeing how much he can balance, like rocks and leaves and other such things.
Yep, beer cans,
Beer
cards. Sorry.
There are several characters around. And for several of you, again, you recognize, some of you recognize most, if not all, the characters about. Some recognize fewer, and there's, of course, the one that specifically Freya recognizes as well.
Yeah, it took a while for Frey to get out of the bushes, and she's looking at all of these unfamiliar faces. She knows Alton and briefly of Hildie's dad, and Ren.
Does she know Alton?
Well, the alternate universe.
They met in the...
Oh, yeah.
But she looks around at some of them, and then her eyes will definitely go wide towards the only familiar face that she almost forgot, and she'll start running towards him and cry out, "Brecklebeard!" And then she'll hug him really tight.
Yep. He hugs you tight and kind of swings you around a little bit. It's good to see you.
What are you doing here? I thought you were with Mother.
I was, for a time. Things have changed in the world, and it seems as though you and your friends are a part of it. I was overjoyed to hear you'd found a group to travel with that had accepted you the way we always knew you should, but I wish I came with happier news, but things in the council are not going very well. I suppose, first, he just claps his hand a little bit, produces a few good berries. It can wait a little bit. Reunions should be happy first.
She takes the good berry and pops it in her mouth before she just hugs him tight, because it's been such a long time since she saw his face. There's so much I need to tell you.
And I am excited to learn. I worried about you. I had hoped I would see you again, but I knew you couldn't come back, and I couldn't really leave at the time.
You're not mad that I left of my own fruition, are you? His mother
Dear, we could never be mad at you. We were sad, of course. But we knew what you needed to find wouldn't be found amidst the rest of the circle. He kind of again just looks to the rest of what your party is. And it seems you're not alone.
He bites her lip at that. I I don't know about that.
Oh. Come, my dear. Tell me of your stories. He kind of gestures over to like the stump nearby and, sits nearby and
She goes and sits next to him on the ground and just holding his hand and just basically just talking. Hold on 1 second. She starts talking to him in Elvish. Just so
Okay.
that way no one else can hear out their conversation.
There might be people that speak Elvish amidst
I
the
don't know.
party. I know minimally Pele can, but Pele's not one to eavesdrop on that since he doesn't know who you are. But yeah.
Hey, lay. Oh, that's open.
We'll hop back around because I imagine you're recounting your tales of leaving or your adventures since leaving the circle with him for a bit.
Yes, she basically tells him the 8 years that she was traveling with Eldith and meeting the party, because that's when she last stopped writing her letters.
Yeah. When did you bring up that whole with the party and all that? He's like, he mentions, yes, that's how I joined and found you. I heard your name mentioned amidst the others. This party going around that had once saved Galeran before, and, well, the eccentric one screaming about another, and he gestures to the masked researcher on the ship who's now frantically walking about waving his hands in crazy motions. An odd fellow. But when I heard your description, I knew it'd only be you.
Can Freya see the Josh from the boat?
Yes. Josh is basically pacing back and forth on the boat, screaming incoherently into the sky at this point.
You sided with a killer?
A killer?
He experimented people.
I was not aware. He claimed to be of the city of Jerarag, a researcher.
A researcher who took innocent people's lives and turned them into creatures, and then he turns to kill them all and left them for dead?
You see him growl a little bit as he looks over.
I was not aware of this.
And he draws his 2 rapiers.
Alright, sit back because my NPCs have PvP.
The face falls away. It's really Seabreeze.
It's all Seabreeze? Always has been.
Always has been.
He's gonna become new
All the way down.
I will see he can get his punishment. But it may not be my place here. I am
Me
not
do it.
good.
I'll fry the man.
He looks at you with a very, kind of almost wide-eyed look.
Who would kill the man? As vile as he sounds from your description, does he not deserve justice or redemption? What has happened to you, my dear?
She just lowers her head at that. I guess I don't know anymore, Bricklebeard. I'm not the same girl that you tried to help all those years ago. And since meeting these people, she kind of glances over the party that is there and kind of lingers on Hildie before just sadly looking away. I have changed, and I don't know if it's for the good or for the better, and I want to be good, and
Just embraces you in a big hug. Hush now. The world is not so kind to those that wish to only be kind. You may have stumbled in your path. I believe you're still good. I know you are.
She clutches at his ropes, and there are hard sobs that go into his chest. I don't even know if I am a healer. Wrinklebeard, I can't even fix the people behind me.
Healing and fixing others are two different sides of the coin. I've seen your magic, and I've seen your care for others. But magic alone won't fix everything.
I know that. And yet I try. I can't even hear Ellie anymore, and I don't even know if she is proud of me or I haven't. And she just continues sobbing even harder.
He pulls you in closer and just says, I'm sure she's proud of you. All of the gods are struggling right now. I would not forsake those that have guided you this far and think they have abandoned you. Give them a little bit of faith. I do not think Eldath has left you. I have not abandoned you. Your mother has not abandoned you, and although you say you've changed, it seems as though your friends here have not abandoned you either.
What friends keep out each other's secrets and kill each other? What kind of friend am I if I can't comfort them as I should, or if I am comforting them, or I'm making it worse? What kind of friend is that?
Friend is one who tries, and when they fail, are around to be there when they are needed. He just again looks at you sternly. Don't try to fix everything on your own. It will be okay. Just be there for them. They are truly your friend. They will come back to you.
She looks down and she bites her bottom lip, still conflicted over that last sentence, but slowly she nods. Just please tell me that Mother is okay.
She is, for now.
She looks up at that. What do you mean, for now?
Much like you said, you were not able to contact your goddess for a bit. The druids of the circle have lost touch. But they have lost touch with what drove them initially through nature. Several have started to go wild. The circle is falling apart. Your mother is trying to keep it together. But Velmora is... She kind of just goes silent for a little bit.
What did that snake done this time?
She thinks the best way for the clan to survive is to side with the moon.
No! She can't! Don't! No, no! You can't, she can't do this! You know, Mother, she's gonna follow her, you know this!
That is why I came looking for you. And the party that you were rumored to travel with. I thought maybe it is time for some outside intervention into our circle. I know it is not norm or custom. It is split down the middle between your mother and her. And I fear it is not a winning battle that Eleanor faces now.
Freya is kind of like trying to stand up and then trying to move, but at the same time, the shock is just freezing her in place and her hands are just tightening on his robes. But she is looking both angry, fearful, and very concerned. And she kind of looks in the direction of where Anderos went off to.
I know this is a lot, and I'm sorry our reunion had to be like this. I didn't want to interrupt your adventures and your growth, but I had to see you again, and I had to come and ask for your help for your mother's sake. She would never, ever try to trouble you so. So blame me and hate me if you want. But here I am. And I requested of these...
I would never hate you, Pricklebeard. You were the only friend between Mother and I. You were the only one who showed me compassion, who aided me all these years as a child. You didn't care if I was a druid or if I was to heal people differently. You didn't care. I would never hate you. But more importantly, I want to go, but she looks over again at everyone and I don't know what they want. I don't.
I will plead my case. That is why I asked to join. There's a lot going on. In order to secure and find you and ask for your help, I promised that if we could get the circle under control, free it from Valmera's devotion, Valmoria's devotion to the moon, we would aid in the efforts to bring down Saloon. It's a daunting task to even think, but it's the only thing I could think of.
Albeit, if Mother is the moon druid, is she showing signs of corruption, of...
No. That is why there is a split. Your mother pushes for the old ways. The true nature she calls a saloon. Thelmor calls for this red goddess.
She kind of nods her head, a little relieved that her mother is not showing she is keeping to the traditional ways, but it's more so that nothing has really been more impactful on her mother appearance wise, but that's kind of what she's getting the gist out of it. But
Yeah, she's not being corrupted by the influence currently, but
okay, there's still time. Thank you, Bricklebeard, for coming all this way. I know you were a busy man since the last time we saw each other.
Never too busy to see you. I'm just sorry it wasn't sooner.
She just shakes her head and she just hugs him.
Yep. He embraces you back, and
Before we talk to the rest, because it seems as though there's a lot to say, why don't you and I just talk for a while more? You can recount the tales of the circle, and you can tell me more about your journey.
Would like that, yes.
Alright, so again, he just kind of leads you to the side and just starts as everything else is going on, we'll idly chat with you about the history, like what is going on with the circle and the time you've left kind of deal, and I send you some of that info too.
Okay.
Alright. So what's everyone else? Who else is everyone else running up to?
Where is Anderos going?
Wouldn't you
To his
like to know?
brother.
He's walking across the sands. He passed Pele and just kind of patted him on the shoulder and was like, "Good to see you. I have a question or two for you later, but..." Yeah, I know. I need ale first, though.
To see you too, I guess.
Do you have the ale, or is it on the boat? Sorry, ship. It's a little smaller than I'm used to.
It's on the ship. You look...
And he just keeps walking.
If I may, I would like to try and catch up to Anderos before he gets to the boat. And, well, anyone else. If that's okay with you, Treg.
Better skip to it.
I'm just making sure. Zedan comes alongside and just gently puts a hand on Anderos' shoulder and says, "I need to talk to you about something."
That's ominous. Did I do something wrong?
You defended Apsinthos against Seabreeze. Why?
Just because he's an idiot and an asshole doesn't mean he deserves to get shanked.
what he did to you, and you repressed your anger in the moment against her, why did you defend him, Anderos? What price did you exact out of him that you would protect him after all that we've been through, all the promises on his life, everything since going into that stupid little dungeon, meeting Phalorn?
Zedan, do you take me for a bloodthirsty killer?
It's been a while, and just like you've said once or twice, people change.
No, I didn't want him dead. Plain and simple. He's an idiot. He's a fuck up. And yes, I do think he's better off somewhere else where his carelessness and thoughtlessness can't actually hurt the rest of us who are trying to do the right thing.
And here I thought we kept him close also because he has a direct connection to a certain someone.
I don't give a shit about her. I don't give a shit about the void. It can all fucking burn.
Do you not give a shit about Morani?
Is here and now.
Why is Morani not here? Out of everyone in the world, she would have gone to you.
Yes, I get that. And if you'd stuck around, you would have heard Apsinthos explain it.
I was afraid that someone was going to die in such a way that none of us would have been able to bring them back.
And so you, the one who has always stood up for him, always stood up to protect life, decided to run? In what universe does anyone at this fucking camp do anything better than you can about keeping people alive? No, I kept fucking Apsinthos alive because you weren't there to do it.
Zedan opens his mouth and then promptly closes it.
Takes a deep sigh and looks down at the sand.
Sorry, that's unfair of me. Yes, Morani's in the void. I
What?
intend to get her back. How? Who the fuck knows? But every single time Apsinthos acted outside of our jurisdiction, one of us got hurt. So I'd rather not keep banging that drum.
When were you gonna tell? Why hide something like that?
I wasn't hiding it. You weren't around. It's been 3 fucking days of hell. Sorry I didn't come out and say, oh, by the way, Morani's in the void. Besides, she's not your responsibility anymore.
And he keeps walking.
Andros, you have something of mine. And I have something of yours. And he is going to, a little bit more forcefully, stop you. Hand around the arm.
Kind of narrows his gaze.
And he takes out the House of Roshan signet ring. You didn't throw that little acorn off the boat after you left. Well, after I left, rather.
No, I didn't. But it's not also with me.
It helped me get out of the Order lands, and I do appreciate it. And yes, I did leave. I had hoped that someone would come by and perhaps visit Galeran.
Came into
I'd hope
port a
that-
few times. But we're never there long.
And you always knew that my door was open to you.
I didn't need an open door, Zedan.
He lets go of your arm, and the other hand is still offering the ring.
Turns over his shoulder. Sees Hadron kind of standing at a distance.
It's his anyway.
I have my own. You should probably return it to him yourself. You have a brother to see. I have a sister to find out why she's here.
Anderos just reaches forward and closes Zedan's hand over the ring.
A friend doesn't take back a gift he's given. Keep it.
Why let Apsinthos go if you know that Moroni's in the void?
I'm done talking about this, Zedan. If you want to go talk with him, be my guest. The rest of us have a fucking moon goddess to burn.
Do you think so little of me that you think I won't stand by your side in this? Because I didn't join you on the horizon?
What do you want, Zedan? What do you want? You left to go keep a promise to a friend.
And then I returned to Galeran. Which
Was an open door, yes. You left us. The open door's for you.
Zedan sets his face and tight-lipped, puts the signet ring back in my pocket. I'm sorry.
I know.
I wish I was there. And I wish I was a better friend than whatever little I was able to help you with here.
So that's it? You leaving?
That remains to be seen. It's been a year.
It's our time then for you, yes?
I don't know. You have your brother, I have my sister, and hopefully the others. I don't know. Has it really only been 2 days? 3? 4?
I don't know. I literally fucking don't know. It could have been... obviously, it's been a year.
I hope I wasn't a dolphin for that long. And just like trying to bring a little levity to this discussion, but it wilts quickly.
Go talk to your sister, Zedan. Figure out what you want. Because I've told you what I want. That ain't gonna change until that sky's blue and sunny again.
Yes. And does an about face, and I imagine tries to board the ship. If there's a gangplank or something that's not represented.
There is. It's just on the map for whatever reason. They drew the gangplank on the other side of the ship for some odd reason. I didn't design the map.
He
That
turned
really
into a
didn't
dolphin
bother me.
and then jump up onto the gangplank. No. Anderos, I guess you go talk with your brother if you want to go first. Or anyone else. Andros.
I'll step forward. Obviously, Hadrian wasn't too far away for that exchange.
No, he kind of was approaching, saw that you were having talk with your crew, and had the sense of mind to kind of stand back and twiddle his thumbs a little bit as he kind of just stood there looking around for a bit, and then started inspecting the sand and inspecting the trees to make sure they were up to code. Yeah, awkwardly standing around as a brother would.
Well, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
I could say the same about you.
Is that a new scar? Did you
Several. Well, turns out you tend to get a lot of wounds when you're in a war.
Turns only like that when you pick the wrong side.
Or when the side is some very forces that you thought were with you are against you. Where have you been?
From what I've heard, here. And apparently, it's been a year. So, if nothing else, we're due for that annual hug that I so often dread. But come on.
He gives a half grin kind of thing, and then feigns, I'm dreading it, but embraces you in a big...
Anderos leads into it, and it's a tired hug. It's like
that hug you give somebody, and then you just kind of slump on them a little bit.
Yeah, and he picks up on that a little bit, and it sounds like you've had it rough then as well. We feared you had just disappeared. A lot of people have been disappearing.
Yeah. Kind of stands back up. That's Moon Tits' doing.
That's your name. I really shouldn't be surprised.
Come up with worse ones, but
No, he holds up his hand. I'm fully aware you could, and I wouldn't be able to repeat them to my men. So let's just keep it at Moon. He struggles. No.
memories, melons,
Uh,
mounds. I can keep going.
you should get lost for another year.
So, a tired smile breaks across his face. But no, yes, we've been here a year. For me, I can remember about a week. Both here and not here.
A lot to catch up on. Though I imagine it'd be something I should fill you and the party on, but it seems as though they all have their reunions to make, so I'll try to keep it brief, but to catch you up, you left after the events I heard in Sunbreak and with Father and Odril and everyone. Shortly after, it seemed like nothing happened. Halo's influence dimmed and she took over. The Night Watch took over. Most of our men tried to fight back, but without the graces of Halo at the time, we were a bit hard-pressed.
Shadows are always hard to fight when you don't got light.
Yeah. No wonderful consecrated light like we had back in Tilburg, eh?
I mean, it was a bit tinsley, but yeah, sure. Consecrated.
Was the light So we fell back. Abandoned Sunbreak. Sister and father, mother as well, we had to leave. So we ran. Took the ships and men we could and decided to seek aid in Galeran. And for a time it was all right. We heard stories. When we checked in to see what was happening, they didn't make sense. People were disappearing. People they didn't remember. They just knew that somebody should be there but wasn't. Then, that was the first few months. After that, people started disappearing and we knew who they were. And then after that, Sunbreak went to war. Those wretched Night Watch soldiers and other abominations. We heard word from Galeran that they were being sieged. Boats started coming across the seas, threatening Tales of Mir, Dunmork, and Galeran. And that's when we heard, well, he points over at the wildly gesticulating Josh. He had heard about you. Everyone. That you would be here. And that you had the answer. Just like you did with Faust. Well, I wouldn't have believed it at first, but after what we saw there, I had to hinge my bets. And you'll never believe this, but Father even vouched for you on that one.
Oh, God. Fucking hell.
No, he said you wouldn't want to hear it and would want nothing to do with it, but it was enough for me to get on the boat and take men. It's weird for him to speak anything positive of you.
Or you, but... Well, what can I say? I guess I'm the favorite son now.
I wouldn't say you're the favorite son.
Oh, shush. Let me have my moment in the sunlight for once. God damn it.
Well,
You've got a lot more scars to catch up to me, don't worry.
perhaps.
Where's base then?
There's
Are they all still in Galeran? Or are they staying
They're
moving?
still in Galeran. They're helping against the siege. The main reason that I came out to come find you was, well, not only do we need your help, but there's a slight other problem going on. It seems your ship and crew have been leading a lot of the attacks.
Excuse me, what? She...
Crazy.
You just see he clenches his jaw and a bit of electricity and lightning kind of crackles from his squinted eyes.
There's been rumors, you see, of a ghost ship of sorts sinking a lot of refugee boats and other such. They say it has the Horizon's promise on its side scrawled out, painted over with just the words vengeance.
Oh, she done fucked up. Oh, man. First she touches my friends, then she touches my life, but now she has to go after my fucking ship and my crew. How greedy can one fucking bitch get? God damn it.
Well, I see you're not aware of that then, but yeah. It's raised some concerns for sure.
Well, I guess Carge and the boys need a good slapping about.
He just tilts his head to the side.
Of course, me don't know. Don't worry about it. They're my boys. They should have been loyal to a T, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully they're still all right then. I don't know who captains your rogue ship now then.
Oh, that fucker. Shakes his head. Of course it's him. Fucking hell. I even spared his goddamn life. I gotta stop doing that. That's the second time I've looked back and decided, oh, that was stupid. No, I know who exactly is captaining my ship.
Well, if you do come across it, then I will trust that you'll take care of it, but we've got other pressing matters as well, so...
You said the ship's
if you'd
harrying
like,
Galeran?
It's been harrying the lanes between Galeran and Jerag pretty consistently. It seems to take over ships looking for something. I assume probably you. And in failing to find, tends to leave no survivors.
I was really fucking nice to that asshole. And that's how he repays me. Well, fool me once, shame on me. Ain't gonna happen again. Right. Where's the booze? We need booze and a sit down.
That's what we're rolling out. It's all in the ship, and I guess once everyone's gotten comfortable, we'll get this strategy meeting of sorts underway. There's a lot to do.
Yeah, darn telling me.
He'll start heading back to the ship and get you the first cups of early ale.
Anderos will just turn around and look over to the fire.
Oi, body boy! I need you for a second.
The group just kind of looks amongst themselves, and Alton kind of hides a little bit behind Father Levia.
If you fucking disappear, I will hunt you down.
I know it needs to be done. But holy shit, the words in my head, because I know this is what Trains is probably screaming, is he's just going to leave.
It's he's your NPC now. But yeah,
Because I feel like that's what Alton would do in that situation, is just disappear.
Go invisible and disappear.
I mean, he's certainly learned a lot in the past year, 2 years. When was the last time I played Alton? It was at least 2 years ago.
Would have been Tilbrook. Or, yeah. So that was...
Personal growth is a thing.
It's been about,
You can
probably about
sits there,
2.5
do
years.
whatever he wants.
Yeah, it's been about 2.5 years for Alton.
You see him like step back a little bit, kind of thinks about, like, you see him think for a minute.
Anderos just starts marching directly toward him and points a finger at him. No, don't.
What? I wasn't doing anything. I was merely consulting my good friend Themor. Right, Themor?
What's Alton's reaction
He would
to
not
Wei
be
Shin?
consulting Themor. I'm sorry. There's no amount of personal growth.
Anderos just walks up. No,
Towards my being.
I don't think Themor's your friend, Alton, but...
He would be hanging out with Edbara if he was hanging out with anybody.
I know, but he was just backing up and looking for an excuse to be sarcastic. That was my thought. All right. You caught me.
You got one of those rings, yes?
Got several.
Yeah. Use one of them, get a hold of fucking Seabreeze. We're gonna need her.
I will play this, no problem, if you want to call me.
Alton just kind of looks at you and gives you like a curt bow. I suppose my former cap. You owe me a drink, though.
Make up for all the shit ones you bought us back in Tilbrook.
Alton will head on over to a copse of trees away from the others before he, attunes to the ring and gives Seabreeze a call.
Oh, what are you doing back there, buddy?
Anderos takes Alton's spot around the fire.
Yeah.
You there, Discord?
Takes a second. What? It's Alton?
Yes, your captain has given me the lovely rundown as I wait here for you.
Okay.
He says he needs you. Come quick, etc., yada, yada, yada. You know.
I believe I gave that group an ultimatum. Is one Apsinthos still with them?
I don't actually see him.
Interesting.
let me go ask. He covers the ring with his hand. Hey, Anderos.
Seabreeze is like, boy, I sure hope he's dead.
It's not actually like covering anything, but it's, for flavor. Oi, Captain.
Yes.
Is his royal princeling still here? Applesauce.
I believe he went home to get a spanking. Or 6. He felt like that was safer.
Well, you heard the captain.
Did I hear the captain? Is that
Oh
how
yeah,
this
him
works?
covering the ring did absolutely nothing.
Okay. Alrighty. Interesting. Oh, I assume you came with all those ships to the north?
I did.
My voice is not working. Well, I suppose I shall come back, but I have a friend.
Is ideal. Bring all the friends you like, so long as they're hostile and don't drink my share of the booze. And if they annoy Anderos, well, all the better.
I fucking heard that.
She turns to Fairtail and covers the ring.
I'm in a cone of
Do
silence.
you drink ale?
It's been many a while since I've had ale. I should like to try again.
Excellent. Okay, we will be there soon, Alton. Any surprises I should be aware of?
There's a awfully big lion thing here.
Yes, that's keybinds.
Ah. And a
Quite
very
an
angry... let's see, anything else? Surprises. Well, everything really, so no, you're good.
So the usual. Okay, I see you.
The
soon.
usual.
Click.
Hold on, but wait!
What?
Oh, I thought you hung up.
No, I just said click.
I got you.
Yes, and this is the proper way to do it. Click.
Alton definitely did that to a deadline.
Oh my god. That was amazing.
Miles smugly thinking he got the last laugh.
Of course.
Alton just comes back over, sees you in his spot, and just kind of sits like as close as he possibly can next to you. He's coming, or she's coming. Good to see you too.
I'm not giving you a smooch if that's what you're asking for. Go find your own fucking
Oh.
seat.
I did. This was mine. You occupy.
Yes, your captain is occupying the seat. Therefore, it's not yours anymore.
Former captain. I report to others now.
Themor, would you please show the former crewmate a new seat?
Thamor picks up keeper, tosses him at Alton, and sits down and keeps away.
Well, some things never change.
And I'm assuming there's food in this fire.
Yes, they've started bringing out like some rations.
Hildie's currently standing in the fire.
Hildie's just been slowly cooking.
I'm too depressed to give a shit.
Delay
Slow roasted
Hildie.
Hildies on them.
It's kind of gamey.
Wow.
Explosive flavor, though.
I mean,
If there's
short ribs are pretty
Explosive
good.
even.
I'm surprised we all didn't explode from her side near that fire at all.
And the campaign ended there. No.
The Great Kaboom Electric Boogaloo Redux.
The break-a-boom happened again.
Who doesn't like a rack of short ribs?
Yes, there is food there, Themor.
Oh,
Got
fuck
prejudice.
you,
Could grab them
Greg.
for himself. He grabs them for himself and some for Foster.
That's not even worth a laugh.
Yeah, I got a few of them though.
That makes it even funnier.
That was pretty good.
As you're feeding Vashin, Father Levia just looks up at you and the dragon. Oh, good to see you again. And what a interesting little friend you have. It's barking at me. Curious.
Wiggles,
worry.
remember,
Does that
we said
sometimes.
use words.
Right, I thought that the appropriate response was to bark in these situations. I need to recollect the notes.
Oh my god, that was funny.
I'll be back. I'm dying now.
Oh no! Ow, my sides!
It's always the barking that gets.
Bark is returned.
Damn it,
I'm so
Apsinthos!
excited that I just started barking. I don't know. It's also exciting, Themor.
I bet it is. Can you even drink beer?
I'm certainly old enough to do so.
Good point. And they was also I don't know how they was gonna hand them mugs. I guess they will just put it on the table or something nearby or on the ground. That's possible.
Fawcett just starts drinking from it like a dog, like licking
Yep.
from these. And Father Levy is just staring awestruck at Vashin. He looks up at you. Aren't you going to introduce me to your little friend? You know I like a good tale and an odd thing.
And this is Foston. He's a dragon.
Oh my. Tell me, do dragons like plays? He could star as a cat, or a dog, or even a dragon. Possibilities
He-
are endless.
Would probably enjoy that.
Yes, yes, I can see it now. How to tame your dragon.
Seriously.
God, man. Wow.
Incoming lawsuit in 3, 2, 1.
I haven't made it yet. Shut up, voices from the heavens. Never mind that. Tell me, what have you been doing for this past year? I haven't seen any of you.
They must go look over at Blue Man. Would you like to tell him?
I think we get the round table around, so we only have to say it once.
Fair enough. Fine. Okay, well, fine. Well, I'm waiting then. Can I... Does this Vashin like to be pet?
I do not know.
You see him staring, kind of... On one hand, I get to pet a mythical dragon that's the size of a dog. On the other hand, I could lose my hand.
You can also ask him.
Do it.
He's asking. A dragon never accomplished anything. No. Adventurers in story writers must be bold. Yes, bold. I will.
He just, like, rushes past you, kneels down to the Vashin who's just looking away at the ale and just gingerly starts petting him. And Vashin just keeps drinking, wiggling his little tail.
This is extraordinary.
And as he's doing that, of course, Sedbera is just sitting there rolling her eyes and throwing back a tankard. And Ren is just kind of watching silently with a sad smile on his face as he's seeing everyone gathered. And I guess, which interaction do we want to go to next? We have, I guess, if Hildie wants to continue talking with Dad or Ren, we have Edbera, we've got Themor wants to talk to anyone, or if he's just going to eat and drink. Pele is standing awkwardly at the tent because it's Pele. And we have all cast of characters. Or we can pick that up or do short stories throughout, because it is also 12:40, so I don't know how much we want to push.
I'm good to keep going. I don't know about the rest of you.
I'm about ready to crash myself, so.
Well,
You
but
do
you're
that
not
one.
here, so
Yeah.
That is true.
You just have to watch the VOD.
Somewhere far off in the distance. Ow! Mom! Ow! I'm not a kid anymore! Ow!
You think I'm going to Mother after this?
You think she doesn't know you're appearing?
I do. Whether he acknowledges it or not, that's where he's
There's spells that can redirect teleportation, right? Wait, that would go in God magic. Well, ooh.
You're thinking he's going to Galeran?
Sure. Where else is he gonna be welcome?
Sunbreak.
Oh no! No! Don't say this! Why would you no? Meta-wise, Treg is laughing maniacally. Everyone else in character? No, he wouldn't be that stupid.
I just really trust this Rast guy. I just have a feeling about him. It would be so funny. I would love it.
So, Reyna, Salty,
yes.
I have a question for you guys.
Uh-huh.
Can we go over to the other channel real quick?
Sounds good. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight, so see you all in like 4 weeks.
Good night,
Bye,
Apsinthos.
Shred.
Good night, Shred.
Bye, Trad.
Do you want to go to real quick, or?
Yes.
All right.
A few moments later.
Alright. So we're starting PvP and Zedan is killing Hildie. I'm kidding.
Zedan materializes out of the bushes.
We got the taste for blood. This is it, man.
We thought we'd spice
Somebody-
things up because who needs this much RP? We just need more stabbing.
No.
Alright.
If you're expecting me to object, no, I'm not.
Seabreeze is like, how quickly can I get there? How many rounds?
All
Actually,
I have to
that's
do
it.
is sit back and wait, and they will kill each other.
I have no toys to play with.
See, Fairtail, they're so stupid.
If no one objects, Chikana and Zedan.
Okay. Yep. Chikana is just waiting on this side of the boat. Sees you coming and gives you a... You notice a bit of a very quick nod, but she seems a little... seasick.
He approaches, and in Abyssal, he will say, "It must have been very important if you would have braved these seas."
Yes. It is imperative that I come find you.
Is there anyone else from the clan, or is it just you?
There are some others on the other boats, serving as guards or such. am not fond of long boat rides.
You could come ashore.
Once I can stand straight, I will. But I also needed to talk to you a bit alone from the others.
He looks over at Josh.
Josh at the
Is-
bow of the ship, flailing wildly, speaking in a language you don't know. Seemingly shouting.
That one is different. I don't think he understands normal conversations much anymore.
So this is as private as can be then.
For the time being, yes.
I've been informed that it's been a year since any one of us have been seen. For us, it's only been a few days.
That would explain why you didn't respond and were so difficult to find. A lot has changed. The time you've been gone. Currently experiencing a war with Sunbreak. Under the guise of our new...
She just looks up.
goddess of sorts.
And she spits on the deck.
Filthy rotten.
Was it difficult to convince the rest to follow you?
The opposite. Normally I would be glad for such a event to give me undisputed lead. But they draw together because there is nowhere else now to go. You either follow her or you die.
I don't seem to have much remembrance of what had been going on before I disappeared. I was found as stuck in the form of a dolphin. That might have something to do with it.
From what the adventurers tell me, you often spent late nights trying to train them, and then retire to writing your little book. And one day, you were gone in the morning, your book wide open, your belongings still mostly there. We had thought you had just simply run away. Little brother.
Wait, older brother. Little brother?
I think little brother.
Can't fully remember.
Pretty sure younger, little. At that he responds, "Yes, well, it seems like I've been doing a lot of running away. But no matter of that, how did the House of Levia respond? Or was I missed at all?"
At first, it was not so big a deal. It was still peace, so it was noted, but we kept on. But once people started disappearing, and the wars broke out, we became very worried. So I sought out to find you, and I used my new contacts, and found this one. And points over to Josh.
Oh boy.
His babbling seemed inane, but his descriptions were on point.
I am glad that that particular partnership has been productive.
If it was what had to be done. But now that I have found you again, it is imperative that I bring you back to Galeran at once.
He blinks, and his head half turns back towards the group assembled on the beach around the fire, then turns back to her. Let me guess. A certain gaggle of adventurers don't like taking orders from you.
A rowdy bunch of deep shits. They are only part of the problem, though. We need them, and they refuse to cooperate. That is not all. House Levia has decreed the nobles take up their arms. You are needed as a general.
He almost coughs, then closes his mouth and bites his tongue. Literally. What?
I kinda figured that would be your response. You can do with it as you wish, but you have to tell her yourself. But she is calling you back to uphold your nobility and to be a figure to lead the peoples, if even just to reassure them. How much calmer do you think the people will be when they know a warden is there to guide them?
We have a few days. Yes? I imagine the fleet would like to disembark for just a little while. There are ruins. Also, do I have that time in order to give you my answer?
The sooner, yes. Take a few days.
He relaxes a little bit, though tired, and his wounds are taking their toll, finally. The adrenaline's wearing off, though he looks at her directly in the eye, and he goes to hug her and says, I'm glad that you're still alive.
She stiffens at the hug and for a second kind of sits there awkwardly and slowly, almost robotically, puts her arms around you.
Yes, I'm relieved to see that you are well as well. Yes. What is this that you are doing? I remember you told me before, but only you seem to.
Well, it seems as though you have not found company to practice with. It's a hug. And releases her, steps back to a acceptable.
Company that I would normally get an arrange to do such things. I usually kill them.
Indeed. It's meant to be a greeting to those that you do not fear such reprisal. Though, speaking of, would you mind accompanying me ashore? I think I can also help a little bit with the seasickness.
He nods slowly and starts heading down to the shore with you.
Oh, I forgot I took lesser restoration off. But does seasickness count as a disease?
Not technically, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's why she's not immune to it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a poison either, I guess, but yeah.
I would like to escort her down to the rest of the party. If she's willing to go that way.
Yeah, she'll join. She had her piece with you, so she'll join. She's gonna be fairly quiet, but she'll join you.
They've become one.
Oh no.
They've merged.
They did the fusion dance.
They're a two-headed
I
snake
come along-
person now.
They formed Super Snake.
Oh no. And their ultimate evolution, Mega Dolphin.
Snake.
Was a dolphin. Anyways, coming alongside Pele, and he says, "Oh, it's been a long time since the sewers."
Yes, and if memory serves, I thought you were a little more. You're looking a little less green.
Was he green then?
Yeah, that was after.
Wasn't he?
The Arrestomore sewer fight was
a
before.
long time ago.
I don't think he was green then. When did he become green?
I thought he was green from the first trip
On the
to
way-
Malaya's.
No,
green for
that
the
was
second trip.
It was the
Yeah.
second trip because it was get rid of the lycanthropy.
Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Okay, I'm getting my history wrong. Okay, no, that was right. That was the second one. The first one had.
God, it's
Well,
Pele. You
well,
can't just ask people why they're green.
Why they're green?
I mean, he could have figured. There's the description. The last description of Zedan is probably, oh, it's a green Yanti. It's very hard to miss him. But, yeah. A lot happens in 3-4, well, a year. But,
Well, it's good to see that you're all still here, though it seems as though the group has changed a bit. I'm sure I'll get to fill you all in. I still haven't forgotten your kindness those years ago.
why are you standing so far from the fire? I know it's a little bit crowded, but...
He looks around all the other reunions happening. It seems more important. Reunions are happening first. I will fill them in and say my hellos once those are done.
Well, if you do not mind my company, I shall keep yours. What has been happening in your home?
Oh, well. As you've probably heard from the others here, there's a lot going on. Tales of Mir, like the others, is under siege from Sunbreak. And our illustrious king is finally doing his duties, but Tales of Mir has been a bit hard-pressed to really fight back. Ever since the ordeal with Faust and a few other issues, military might's not really what it used to be.
And I suppose more details that once everyone sits down with, including he looks over where Josh is still doing
Still talking, screaming into the air incoherently. Very muffled
Okay.
behind the mask, but I would like that. It's been crazy. The old order that the house that, well, you know who used to be a part of. Well, kind of incited rebellion. The rise of the other you know who.
Ah,
A lot of you know who's lately. Troubling times.
well, if it's any consolation as a matter of levity, the good sorcerer captain over there refers to one of them as moon tits.
That's
He hasn't been.
nice.
The heavens have not rained down moonlight on him thus far, so it's something other than you know who. Be a little bit more specific.
I will keep that in mind. It seems a little blasphemous to go that route, but I will keep it in my mind. Thanks.
Is it a greater blasphemy than to take the fate of mortals into your own hands and restart the world on a whim?
I don't agree with that course of action. It would still be against my order to not want to believe that it could be redeemed.
Neither mine, I believe, but well, maybe that's a conversation for a different time. Jacana, do you happen to have met Pele here before?
We've talked on the boat a little bit. Wiry little elf man. Nice to... I've had the pleasure, yes. You know her?
She is my sister.
Oh, I can see the resemblance. At least you're a little, well, were you two separated at birth or something? You're definitely a lot more pleasurable to talk to than she. You hold your tongue. Yes, well.
Would either of you like a drink? I spy something of an alcoholic nature.
I think that might be best.
She kind of just nods while still glaring down Pele.
Wherever the food provisions are, he skirts around and.
Yep, they're being unloaded. There's a couple of unnamed crew members just filing stuff out.
Oh, yes.
As
And
you
I
join the
settle
ring of...
Yeah, I settle on the periphery, but don't. I'm absorbed in my own thoughts.
Yes, as that's occurring, we'll hop over to Hildie and her father, and Ren if need be, I guess, or anyone else.
So I would imagine that during this time, Hildie has been sharing an extremely truncated and slightly manic version of the series of events, basically from Sunbreak to now, and 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 I think that she's in she's several days deep into acute withdrawal right now. So I think that she's like a little twitchy. Her hands are shaky. Her father would definitely notice.
I mean, yeah, he's already worried enough seeing just everything you're telling him, as well as your shakiness and all that, and he just tries to calm you, kind of put his hands on your, clasp your hands in his hands. Slow down, I know it's been a lot.
I hate this fucking place so much.
Well, tell you what, you know, I was never really the one for good pep talks. That's always been your mother. But I do know what normally cheers you up.
Okay.
Well, you say you hate this island, right?
Uh-huh.
I may have some new explosives to test out.
Oh, God, just say no more.
And a few new ones to try out that I was hoping I could find you to get to experiment, get your feet back on, and, but, you know, because I changed the powder, and he starts kind of almost knowingly trying to distract you by going into a rant, not rant, but like explaining things that he's changed and his latest inventions and stuff like that, like trying to...
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to answer the trauma you're seeing, because doesn't really have a great way to solve it, but
yeah,
the way he knows how to get to you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Stick to your interests.
She listens for a while, and she's genuinely interested, because he knows the way to her heart, but also she's just she eventually just kind of starts just kind of getting lost in her head again, and she finally just looks at him and says, "Father, the last time I saw you, you were adamant that you would never leave Cinderhaven. Something happened, didn't it?"
Well, not in a bad way. Yeah, more, he just looks over to Ren, and Ren, who's kind of who's been standing kind of idly by a little bit, but not trying to eavesdrop, but knowing kind of his moment would come, and he just goes, I apologize. I asked them all to come.
Honestly, I'm glad that it's that simple. I was worried that something might have... They had already raided once, to my recollection anyway.
I'm not gonna lie and say the threats weren't there. Sunbreak did send scouts that were fought off before the village was harmed. I kept my promise to your father that I would help. But once we heard word of you coming back and going missing and coming back, that's when I beseeched him to come for your sake.
seems kind of silly for me to have been so worried about you knowing that I was here. I suppose the fact that I was double dipping doesn't really matter anymore, does it?
Well, it depends who you talk to in Jarag, I suppose. The guilds are... There are many who see the calamity as yet just another experiment. And some things haven't changed.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me very much.
It's a wonderful, terrible city. It's a kingdom.
Are the guilds even still functional amidst all of this?
Yes. Like I said, for most of them, especially the higher up in the guild halls, they see this as nothing more than more research, more things to do. The only thing that's changed is they've now doubled their output of weaponry to stop sieges from interrupting their work. So,
Oh,
funds
how
from Orzhov.
delightfully horrifying.
Yeah, the guild's funds for the Orzhov have mostly gone now to the Mir and the Izzet, but...
Have they figured out fusion yet? That wasn't a real question.
They've figured out some interesting new bombs, but,
Yeah,
time of war tends to accelerate the development of war tools.
right. We did find some, I feel like they've... Oh my goodness, I am so sorry.
I'm sorry, the petting behind my ear is really cutting me. Vashin is sitting there as Father Levy is scritching behind one of his many ears.
Okay, Trans, I know that you said that the dog was the canon, but the dog is officially Vashin now. That's just the thing.
I mean, it can all be, it can be dogs all the way down.
It's all the dog, yeah. But, well, since we've been here for a fucking year, God, I just thought that it was only a couple of days. Well, that time is fucky here, so that makes the whole Orzhov thing make a little bit more sense now. There was an old Orzhov expedition. I don't know. They must have been centuries old.
His eyes kind of light up at that. They're still here? I've heard the tales and seen the records of this place trying to be explored, but not a single expeditionary team has ever come back.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but when we restored the flow of time, it caught up with them.
Does Hildie know that?
Yeah, I heard Grund explain that.
Groom did mention it. She didn't see physically, I guess, what happened.
I guess Seabreeze mentioned it. Or at least implied that there wasn't much to find.
Okay, well, hold on, let me rephrase. Well, I haven't
Ron did
seen...
mention that, but yeah.
I know that she mentioned something to that, but yeah, to be fair, Hildie didn't see the crumbling to dust and everything, but I think she would have at least seen that the suits of armor and stuff weren't there anymore. And did they walk past through where the expedition was on their way to the coast? Or
you never walked past the original expedition, the team that you had met early on, but you did find before you found the boat with the dead crew, like the skeleton crew essentially, but
right, okay,
well, dragged to the forest, but.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, let me phrase it differently then. Well, the dragon that was sort of info dumping us when we restored time to the island mentioned that time has a way of catching up with things, and I certainly haven't seen any sign of any of them since we came out, so they would be old. I imagine they wouldn't be around. Yeah,
But that
sorry.
is the life of an adventurer, but I don't mean to sound callous when I say this, but I am perhaps fascinated to explore if I can. I know there's a calamity going on, but this is what I live for. This is what I joined the Orzhov for, and there might still be answers. If they locked this island away for a reason, there's got to be something here.
Well, you might want to take a look at, we found a freaking ship in the middle of some ruins.
His eyes are just like, he looks like a little kid, like kind of like.
Yes. All right, I know. Okay, well, I digress.
Anderos
will
pulls
likely
out the crest from his bag and just kind of flips it over to him. I was on one of the
He
crest
just stares at it,
chests.
dumbstruck. Yeah.
This was 2 generations of grandmasters before me. Okay, I've decided. I'm staying. If there are answers to be found here for the current predicament, I will find them.
Well, the time
Perhaps.
fucky stuff seems to have been alleviated now, so at least you won't have that going for you.
Of course. He looks around. You. Themor, was it?
Okay.
I'm going to ask that you guide me. I have a feeling we'll both find something here. You mentioned once to me that you were somewhat lost in time yourself.
That was correct, and I would be fine guiding you. I was planning on going out tomorrow anyways to explore this island some more.
I think it will be beneficial for both of us. I can perhaps find things you wouldn't normally see, and, well, I surmise you can protect us from anything that still might be a threat here.
That should be a good idea.
Anyway, Hildie, I'm sorry to change the subject, but yes, I brought your father along because I figured it would be safer for him and his people if they didn't hang around Galeran at Sunbright.
Well,
And ultimately, it was for your sake.
no matter whose sake it was for, I appreciate you getting them out of there. And she turns to Orin, and thank you for listening to him.
Well, it took a bit of convincing, but in the end, if it helps you and home is where your explosives are, right?
Truer words were never spoken, Dad. And
And don't let your mother hear that I said that. She would probably throw a fit that was how I worded it.
oh, you know that I know better than to hide that stuff from Mom. And Father, I am so fucking happy to see you. You have no idea, but it actually works out that you're here in a way, because I was hoping once we got out of here that we'd be able to come and see you anyway. Because she pulls the multi-tool out of her bag.
Yes. It looks like you've been using it well. A bit charged at the moment. It's a lot of static.
Yeah, it, didn't even know that I could do that. I absorbed a spell. That was a thing. But
You see him, like, his eyes kind of grow wide, and he's like, I always thought that the possibilities were there, but I could never really replicate it. I lost an eyebrow that way when I tried to... never mind. Story for a different day. Don't throw fireballs at each other. It's not a good idea.
oh darn, that was exactly what I was going to try next.
Well, yes.
But
get some time tonight. Tinker with it a little bit. That sound like a plan?
yeah, of course. But I did want to ask, the last time I saw you and you were telling me about this, you told me that a dear friend gave this to you. Where exactly did you get this? Because I have to admit that I'm a little hazy on the details myself, but apparently the core is made of it's a fragment of a dead god.
You see Orin's eyes go really wide. How did you... Well, I suppose you would have learned about that eventually.
You knew?
It's not as simple as that, but, well, I suppose I'm not seeing Jarag anymore, and any guys of the guilds, he looks over to Ren, and Ren just nods slowly. Well, it's not really for everyone's ears, but these aren't normal times anymore. The friend was my old mentor, a lead researcher at the Izzet. Core was a memento, from a project that is long since been sealed away. They wanted to, use what they thought were the fragments of an old god to create a new one. They thought, why listen to the gods when we can build our own?
Hold the fucking phone. Let me say that again. The guilds were trying to make a fucking god?
Yes. Does that really sound all that surprising after the things you've seen in the guilds?
I mean, there's the fucked up shit that led to the big kaboom, and then there's trying to make a fucking god! So yeah, I have to say I am a little bit surprised.
Well, the kaboom is why that project was...
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh,
It was a failed first draft, then.
that's what it sounds like.
Yes.
Oh, shit. So, okay, now this makes a lot more sense. Now I see why they were after this thing. Okay, so, a memento? Okay, how true is that? Is it actually a memento, or did someone swipe it?
It's... well, it depends on your phrasing. It was a memento in that when the project failed, they tried applying it to other sources under the table. The project was deemed too dangerous, too risky, and was locked away. It's great kaboom. And the whole formation of guilds. You know your history. But that doesn't, of course, stop a normal researcher, right? We press on. And my mentor, well, he thought he could, instead of creating a god, repurpose it and give us the power to fight the gods or create like them. So he stole away with a little bit of the fragments that still remained and made that.
So this wasn't the only piece of it, then there is more that's still sealed away somewhere?
Scattered, perhaps, yes, but there are others. Yes.
Was it just the one dead god, or are there more of them that we need to be worried about?
I'm told you came across greener greens, right?
Yeah, that was not my favorite place I've ever been.
You met did you ever meet the very big fellow that roams around?
Oh yeah, the guy that you parlayed with, right, Anderos?
Yeah, called himself, what, the first?
He's the first after the failed.
Oh shit.
He's the first one that didn't explode, I guess. That's why they gave him the moniker.
So not really a god, but you know, if you've seen his work, he's quite strong.
Yeah, we got a taste of that firsthand.
And if it's any
Yeah.
consolation, we gave him back greener greens, asked him to, well,
Yes,
keep your people out of it.
he's rather obedient in that way. I suppose it's the one benefit is he does his job and will stick to it. But I dare say, if he would ever gain any more sentience or go crazy, it wouldn't be much stopping that thing. But yes, to answer the question, there are probably several other experiments using those fragments.
Well, that... I didn't think it was possible for shit to get more complicated, and yet here we fucking are. I don't suppose you know... Scattered, you said. I don't suppose we know where the rest of them are. Any of them?
Considering they are officially illegal and do not exist by any records, it would be very difficult to track them down. That is the one I knew of.
You'll know of any more mementos floating around.
Not off the top of my head, unless Ren just kind of... He shakes his head a little bit, but then kind of thinks... maybe one buried in the artifacts of the Orzhov, but... unofficially, I don't know for sure.
I think I would like to help you look.
Well, it would be... difficult.
I guess the White Order is controlling Jirarag now too?
They're not controlling it. The guilds are functioning as they normally do. I'm not the guild leader anymore.
Ousted, were you?
More like, fired. Demoted. The Orzhov guilds slowly started losing its funding and popularity with the rise of the war, and because of, well, he points over to Josh raving on the boat. His works. They claim that the era of adventurers is coming to an end. They don't need to fund such big projects to explore the world. The world is already explored, they said. No, time is to invent new things. Bring new things to the world, not find the old thing. So, my position was, as you said, ousted and replaced by another with different ideals.
So, what, has Orzhov been repurposed to make more weapons, or...?
They've been repurposed to use what we found and repurpose them into new. Yes, using the artifacts of old and turning them into weapons.
I'm really sorry. But also, I'm relieved that it was that simple for you. I've seen firsthand how dirty power transfers can end up being.
I can assure you it wasn't so simple. I just have a knack for being able to disappear.
Oh, that's a good skill to have. Especially in a fucked up world like this.
Probably why you ended up with this merry circus.
I mean, he kind of adjusts around the island. I ended up in a place that no explorer has come back from. I guess in some way that's my silver lining.
Now don't get too much of a chub over it.
You hear like snickering coming from his pouch. You be quiet. Grow up.
Does he still have that little spider thing, by the way?
Yeah, it's in his pouch. That's what it was
Okay.
snickering.
Oh, that was snickering. Okay. Yeah, maybe this is a bad thing to bring up, but I'm sorry that the thing with your body got all fucked up.
I'm not sure what you mean. What happened?
You don't know?
No one has told me. How did you ever find my body?
Have you been able to talk to
God.
Palor recently in the last year?
I never usually try.
Refresh my memory. There's Ren, and then there's the person that used to be in the body that is housing Palor, right?
So, yeah, it's Ren's body is what you found in Sunbreak. He was supposed to be the chosen of Palor, and he refused. Well,
was the
partially
body.
refused, partially drugged.
He was the
because they
body
were going
that
to.
Amara was praying over.
Yep.
/ casting spells
And-
over.
Yeah, and then in order to escape his fate, Amara saved him years ago by transferring his soul to a small coin. And it found its way eventually to the hands of that sickly boy, which with the name, whose body he's in now, because the boy was cursed and couldn't fight off the curse. But Ren's constitution was stronger, so as an agreement to basically both benefit in some way, used magic jar to transfer bodies. So Ren is in the body of that kid, basically, and the kid is living in the coin and the spider automaton he built. Because Ren can fight off the curse of the body, and the kid gets to actually somewhat live in a weird way. I don't know.
So, all that to say, you're addressing the little spider automaton right now?
You're addressing Ren is the one in the body. The one and the automaton is the kid. Well, not exactly a kid, but an older.
Ren's soul is in the kid's body, but the kid's soul is in the coin. Right?
Which the coin is running the little automaton, yep.
Right.
Yep. As they look for a way to cure the curse that afflicts him. So. As well as whenever Ren gets his body or a something substitute back. Healed.
Curses.
We were wrong. We thought that Moontits had her fingers in too many pies, and she got us good. When we took your body, that's when
she struck. Somehow your body was the anchor that was keeping her from whatever energy is stored below Sunbreak, something. Some god's forsaken darkness.
Or I guess from what you remember as well, or I think you got explained a little bit, they had basically trapped Palor, or trapped it within
Ren's body.
His old body.
Right.
Yeah, and they were using that to funnel that eternal daylight that had surrounded Sunbreak.
But there was a
So when you were
darkness
there,
underneath that was in the grates underneath.
Yeah, because you didn't go down there to see what's down there, but it was powering something using his radiant light. And that's why Amara was trying to cast sunlight in there as well to try to keep what was down there going. Fun hint, I guess. Kind of indicative or kind of similar to how your core works, right?
Yeah.
So.
The cursed boy's name is Caliph.
That's right. That's it. Yes. Because we kept calling him Keyleth.
Yep.
And to be fair, Amara was she was something was wrong with her, right? Anderos, I mean, she tried to warn us, but something was keeping her from what Hildie. She knows enough about magic to be able to recognize a chaos spell, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I feel like anyone at this point with the arcane knowledge would understand some of the higher level spells. So
Yeah. She was charmed. She
More
tried
like
to warn us, but she couldn't get the
magically
words out.
silenced, yeah.
She tried to warn us. She knew. But she just couldn't get through to us.
I see. Well, I suppose I should still thank you for trying. It sounds like you went through a lot for me.
Well, it certainly weren't nothing, so. But now we're all in this shithole together.
Guess the only question is how we're going to crawl back out.
Well, we had some semblance of a plan before we came here. I don't know how much of that we want to stick to now that we're all here, but
There's an old, I guess, confidant we might want to arrange a meeting with. But I don't know if talking about it here is the safest.
Hildie, I assume that, well, that is your father. Is he... Sir,
Oh.
are you familiar with portals, teleportation, doorways to other planes?
Well, slightly. We've tried to construct some artificial ones using a few spell cores and a few gateway arch. A little bit. It's very difficult to normally replicate correctly.
He looks over to Hildie, and it's almost as if asking permission.
she just gives a nod.
Something happened to a place that I can summon, and we were told that it could potentially lead to a memento gallery.
A realm of chaos.
I don't suppose. I haven't tried to call it back since then, but would you mind terribly if you helped me and look at it?
I can certainly try. I'm not usually particularly great with the normal full magic portals, but I can give it a look. My studies are usually more on the techno-arcane and explosives. I can make your portal maybe go boom.
Oh, I could do that.
We could both do it, actually. We could take each side of the arch, and we put explosives at the base. Simultaneously, we could make a... I'm sorry, that's not what you want.
I love my daddy.
And Zedan, for the first time probably in a really long time, since meeting everyone, just starts laughing. It's full-bodied and genuine. I prefer that to not happen, though if it becomes necessary, then by all means. And Hildie, there was a means that I had used to detect. Marani had a friend of hers, and I had spent a little bit of time and could sense his kind. I haven't tried in a while, nor have I met them, but if I could perhaps see the. Maybe I can try figuring out a way to sense it as well.
See the wait, sorry, what is it that you're asking for?
Basically asking to examine the multi-tool. Touch it.
Okay, yeah, I got. Okay, just be careful. There's lightning in this thing, and there are a lot of people around.
Well, it doesn't have to be now. I think we're all more concerned about just taking a breath.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe once this has been discharged, but
Does Josh ever stop? That's his name, right?
You're asking me as the DM or asking one of the characters?
Zedan, just ask in general to everyone.
He started doing that maybe about like an hour ago. I'm not sure why, but he's been ranting and raving since. Sounds
what is
almost like he's having an argument with someone.
He's the one that gathered everybody? Do I understand that right?
Kind of. He started, it seemed, the expedition out by getting me and others from Jarrag involved when he was mentioning your party being found. And of course, I got your father involved, and he was screaming we needed to get others, and when we swung by Galeran, we picked up more and more people. He may not have what's the way to say this? He has a way with, words. He, like, heavy quotation, like, does the air quotes.
Hildie just blinks a couple of times, turns back to look at Josh just ranting and raving.
Does he happen to speak in 3 nonsensical word phrases?
Your life, mine, things of that nature.
Sometimes. How did you... Do you know him?
Oh, that we have a friend.
Does it seem like he hurts himself after saying things like that?
Well, he normally will bang his head on a door occasionally, so if that answers the question.
It doesn't, but also that answers so many more.
Then we see him keel over dead. He needs to be stabilized. Used it one too many times.
Yeah, as he's ranting and raving, he finally just stops, like just dead on stops as he stares into the sky. Come over to the edge of the boat, stares at the party. Fuck you all! And then he, in a poof of void-infused magic and runes, just explodes and vanishes from the deck.
Well, fuck you too, buddy!
Has he ever done that before?
Is that bad?
No, that one's new.
I'm too sober for this. Was there booze?
Yeah, there's booze.
Okay, yeah, pass it over.
I walked away to go to the bathroom, and then I came back. What happened?
Josh exploded.
Josh bamfed himself.
What? Why?
We don't know.
Okay. Alrighty.
I guess context just for fun, out of the character. He was arguing with Madeline the entire time because he was getting messages that Apsinthos had left because he now lost connection to him. So he was screaming and raving in Voidic basically to Madeline, like, what the fuck? Like, just endless raving of why am I here? Where the fuck is he? You sent me here. Like, you told me you're... Huge rave to finally being told that the party, like, abandoned him. He abandoned them to do greater things, and he decided to say, fuck you all, I'm out. The reason I came here is gone. Screw you all.
You're welcome.
The PPEG has disappeared, guys. We're in trouble.
Sorry. Yeah.
Something somewhere happens, and it's Josh.
That is Josh.
Oh, well, Abera, looks like you're up. Zedan says,
No, no, no.
smiling.
I ain't no way. I can't do her voice. Fuck. I'm sorry. There's no way I'm fixing this shit.
It is getting late.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems like a good thing to leave off on. Josh explodes, the end.
Josh explodes. Everyone looks at Abera.
Anderos just hands her another tankard.
Yeah, she just throws it back.
Zedan
keep it
hands
coming,
her
Abera.
his tankard.
I'm Hildie, by the way. Keep the booze coming.